I think we're banning all mentions of Bad Empanada going forward, by the way. We're banning mods. We should ban all mentions of Bad Empanada, and we should purge the community of all the Bad Empanada enjoyers. No, it's done. I don't give a okay? I don't care. Go watch him then, okay? He has sound critique and sound analysis. Go watch him, please. Why? Because his loyalists are so unimaginably annoying. And it's really annoying. Not even because it's like, oh,
it's like his audience must get whiplash listening to this, right? Like you brought him out, you weaponized him, and now you can't put him back. Oh, I feel like this is like, what is it, like Ultron? Or there's got to be 50 million movie references to this. Like
he's saying something truthful, and that's actually undermining, you know, my liberal perspective or anything. It's annoying because it reminds me of how much of a failure I am and how much of a failure he is, because it shows me that people only listen.
What did he say?
Failure. Because it reminds me of how much of a failure I am and how much of a fucking failure he is, because it shows me that people only listen to whatever like figure that they have parasocially invested themselves into, rather than, you know, going on their own journey of learning and developing their own opinions. It's just another version of what the I get mad about with respect to like people who love molesting. Obviously with that.
I thought it was sex pestity. How do I change? Isn't that better? Like being molesting instead of sex pestity, or which one's worse?
Bad Empanada, we are aligned.
I like it really is. There's so much crossover between how he works and Trump, I guess, right? With the nicknames and everything too. Where's the 50 Cent one? Why the fuck you gotta bring me into this, bro? I have nothing to do with this. Why the fuck are you bringing me up?
It's just another version of what the fuck I get mad about with respect to like people who love molesting. Obviously with Bad Empanada, we are aligned on the ultimate goals, I think. Oh. Okay? But it's so fucking dumb and childish to come in here and be like, wow, well, he said this. I don't care. He is an irrelevant figure. He's even more irrelevant than I am. Okay? And I'm an irrelevant figure in the grand scheme of things as well. You guys have propped us up, myself and Bad Empanada and whoever the fuck you watch and listen to, as though we are these like these beacons, these political revolutionaries or whatever. Okay? It's not the case. It's not the case at all.
What's happening? Are you okay, buddy?
Accelerated fascist administration. He's also openly communicating that what Israel is doing with our support is a genocide.
Fuck.
So he absolutely passes that. He absolutely passes that bare minimum standard. These are my metrics. You might have different ones, and that's okay.
Wait, he what?
These are my metrics. Absolutely passes that bare minimum standard. Absolutely passes that with our support. This administration is not the case at all. Accelerated fascist administration. He's also openly communicating that what Israel is doing with our support is a genocide.
Oh, wait, he's not talking about Bernie here. He's talking about that new, whatever that guy is running for. I don't even know what he's running for, Congress maybe.
So he absolutely passes that. He absolutely passes that bare minimum standard. These are my metrics. You might have different ones.
Wow.
And that's okay. But the thing I won't allow you to do is come in here and just fucking chirp because you watched a fucking YouTuber.
Ooh.
And you're just trying to relitigate his anger in here, because it makes me feel like you don't have any fucking stake in this at all. And for you, praxis or political action and political...
Oh, we're talking about praxis now? Oh, boy.
Engagement is simply yelling in a fucking Twitch chat. And that's morally repugnant, okay? It's disgusting. Go build the fucking vanguard on your own, on the countryside.
You're not gonna be a part of Hasan's vanguard. There's no room in Hasan's vanguard for you, Bad Empanada enjoyer.
That's it. It's so fucking sad.
These fucking people.
Like, you're no different than DGGers, just so you know. Just because you're doing it at the behest of what you assume is like creating a Marxist-Leninist vanguard or something, or exhibiting revolutionary class politics in your mind, doesn't change the dynamic at all. You are literally doing the exact same thing. You are simply wearing politics as a sleeve to advance drama. It's fucking idiotic. It's childish. It's
what?
Parasocial. It fucking disgusts me.
Wow. Jesus.
That's it.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah.
Chill.
You're
being anti-Semitic. Yeah, calm down, man. That didn't really work with the anti-Semitism.
Drama, but Marxist style, I guess.
Wait, Bad Empanada being transphobic? What? Bad Empanada is transphobic? Say it ain't so. 465 comments on the Hasan Piker subreddit. What? You could be trans and a bad person. Saying that people pretend is legit. So stupid and bigoted. Is BE allergic to being chill? Also, we're having some trouble in paradise right now. Bernie Sanders is lying. to launder the genocide. Hasan is helping him launder it. He just gave a speech at another rally where he lies by saying no more money for the Israeli war machine, that it is destroying the people of Palestine, as he basks in the applause and cheers. Did he really say that? He didn't use the term genocide? Oh my God. Hasan was watching that, and some of his chatters called out that blatant lie because Sanders opposes both an actual arms embargo, instead vowing to forever send jets, tanks, artillery, missiles, THAADs, Patriots, Iron Dome, David Sling, all the essential military infrastructure it needs to continue the genocide and its wars and invasions, hidden under the depraved liberal Zionist J Street, Matt Duss, concocted propaganda term of defensive arms. He also opposes any sanctions on his precious Israel. Literally 0 sanctions. He does not support any economic sanctions whatsoever. In fact, his handler, Matt Duss, is it Duss or Deuce, went in front of Congress and said how proud he was that BDS, which he called a radical anti-Semitic evil movement, would never be affected because it's ingrained in U.S. law that no economic sanctions are allowed to be implemented against Israel. Jesus. Oh no. What did Hasan do? Oh no. Another outfit? Wait, I'm serious. Does he ever wear the same outfit? Does he have a new outfit every single day?
We got to end the absurd foreign policy that we have right now, which is spending billions of dollars to starve children in Gaza.
And Hasan is just sitting there, unbelievable, while a genocide is happening. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Probably getting more underage girls snapping him their boobs. Unbelievable.
And one of the reasons that I want Graham Plattner in the Senate with me is he will stand with me. No more money for the Israeli war machine that is destroying the people of Palestine.
Sure, Bernie. Sure, Bernie.
Dude.
What?
And let me
It's
just
so funny.
remind
Chatter's
all of
like
you
listening to Bernie Sanders for the
truth
first
of the
time,
matter
not from
is
like
that
the
in the
perspective
richest
of a
country
fucking
on earth, and at a
15-second
time
clip. Shocked
when
that
I
he's
got a
saying
lot
this.
of
He hasn't
concerns
stopped
about
saying
AI
this since
and robotics.
2016, okay?
I don't know that we can get any.
Oh, he's trying so hard to fight for his mainstream connections. Oh, look at his chat, though. Now call it a genocide, pussy boy. Now call it a genocide, pussy boy. What's this emote? War. Of course, genocide Bernie would say that. Genocide Bernie. Say it's a genocide. Damn, Bernie. Stop effing Twitch, small f,
To it tonight, but that's a whole other issue. But we have the potential to become
destroying the people of Palestine. Just say genocide.
even richer. And from a world historical point of view, throughout the history of the world, and today,
It's not a
people
change in
are
discourse
struggling.
from
And there are
Bernie.
countries
You
in the
guys
world
are
where people
wrong.
trying to survive on $1 a day.
He just doesn't
Kids
call it
are
a
dying
genocide,
from
which is
easily
still a
preventable
failure in
diseases
my
throughout history.
opinion.
Human beings have struggled.
I support the Iron Dome to protect Israeli civilians
What? The
from
Iron Dome.
missile and drone attacks.
There is no such thing as defensive weapons. All of them allow Israel to continue the genocide.
Clarify one thing, Senator, if I might. You support a humanitarian pause in Gaza. Some of your fellow progressives say that there should be a full-on ceasefire, which would require an agreement on both sides to halt the fighting. Do you support a ceasefire? And if not, why not?
Well, I don't know how you can have a ceasefire, permanent ceasefire, with an organization like Hamas.
Opposes Hamas? Really, Bernie?
Which is dedicated to turmoil and chaos and destroying the state of Israel. And I think what the Arab countries in the region understand, that Hamas has got to go.
Hamas has got to go. Sounds like genocide rhetoric, mate.
What genocide? You gotta be careful about that word.
It is a genocide!
What's your definition of genocide?
Bernie, you have funded Zionism yourself. You have funded the Israeli settler state. Here you are, pretending you aren't. It is disgusting. Liar, liar, genocide denier. Liar, liar, genocide denier. It's disgusting. It is reprehensible. You are a child killer.
Israel, like the United States and every other country, has the right to defend itself against terrorism.
Israel has a right to defend itself against terrorism. There was a terrible attack by Hamas against Israel. 1,200 innocent people were killed. Israel had a right to respond. There is no doubt that Hamas, a terrorist organization, began this terrible war with its barbaric October 7, 2023 attack on Israel, which killed 1,200 innocent people and took 250 hostages.
Prisoners of war, you mean?
The International Criminal Court was right to indict Yahya Sinwar and other leaders of Hamas as war criminals for those atrocities.
Why didn't he read off the 2 indictments for Netanyahu and Yoav Gallant?
Clearly, Israel, as any other country that was so attacked, had the right to defend itself against Hamas.
I don't know whether you're aware of it. There's an argument.
Is this genocide, Bernie? Really?
Going on in the House of Commons today about what precisely kind of ceasefire or pause Britain should be calling for. And the argument is, do you call for a humanitarian pause in the fighting, which is just literally that, a pause, or do you call for a proper ceasefire on both sides?
And the reason for, but the reason for that debate is everybody wants to end the slaughter that's going on right now. Hamas is a terrorist organization. They devoted, their charter is to the destruction of Israel.
What about IDF? I'm sorry, the IOF. Does he ever say that they're terrorists?
Netanyahu is a right-wing extremist who is at war with the Palestinian people. If you have an easy solution to that crisis, I'd love to hear it. There is none. So I think the immediate task right now that I think everybody is agreed to, you got to stop the bombing, you got to open up the borders. Children are now starving. That is grossly immoral and cannot be allowed to happen.
But within that, do you support Israel's right to go and get its people back if Hamas doesn't hand them over?
Don't say it.
To continue that
Don't
fight.
say it.
Because that
Well,
involves...
what you're talking about, Hamas began this war with a terrible terrorist attack. Israel had a right to defend itself. But Israel had a right to go to war against Hamas, but not the Palestinian people.
Not enough, Bernie. Oh my God. Does he think history started on October 7th?
I'm sorry, your first name is? Kathy. Kathy raises some very important issues. Number one, has Israel or anybody in this room happy or feel good about the kind of civilian death that we've seen in Gaza? And the answer is no.
What?
Has Israel overreacted? Have they bombed UN facilities? The answer is yes. That is terribly, terribly wrong in my mind. On the other hand, and there is another hand on this issue.
Uh-oh.
You have a situation where...
Okay, we're done. Okay, done with that meme. Damn.
I literally almost got scammed yesterday. I'm not even kidding you. I told the nighttime chat, but I fucking got scammed. I got an email that said you had a charge to a crypto account, and then I called the number. It looked so legit. Even the number was 1 digit off of the real PayPal phone number. I called it and it said, "Thank you for calling PayPal." The same sounds it makes on PayPal. And one of Rip's cousins or homies or some shit answered the phone, and he literally was trying to scam me. And before I fell for it, I told him, "Hey man, before I do this, you need to prove to me that you work at PayPal." And he started getting frustrated and was like, "You are wasting my time, sir." And I was like, "What?" And then he started yelling at me, and I was like, "What the fuck?" He started yelling, and I was like, "Fuck you," and I got hella pissed, and then he hung up on me. And then I called the real PayPal, and I told the lady that I almost got scammed by one of Rip's cousins, and she was like, "Who the fuck is Rip?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it. Check my account and make sure that shit's legit." And she did and said it's cool. So I got lucky.